I'm stepped down from the king, and my day starts at dawn, and then I would attend like business matters related to my land, and I'd have mid-morning prayers, and then in the afternoon I'd go hunting, hawking, or inspecting my estate. And when I went to bed, it was dictated by, like, everyone on my estate would go to bed the time I went to bed.
I'm the vassal. I'm like slightly under the lord, and I basically took care of everything on the fief, and I made sure that all the serfs were like doing all the farm work and checking crop reports and stuff like that. And I was basically the lord's assistant, and I would sometimes help in like government court decisions.
I'm a church official, and priest fathers were either townsmen or peasants. They usually had little education and taught school about church. Every Sunday you met them, and they even taught Latin to kids if they knew it.
I'm the knight. There were special warriors of noble birth. They pledged loyalty to the king and followed chivalry. They started their train at age 7. I was the serf, so that was the lowest of everyone. I could buy freedom if I had money. I was bound to an estate until it was sold to whoever purchased the land. I'm uneducated. The only time I could relax and socialize were at festivals. I was expected to work about 3 days a week. I had to make certain payments in either money or produce to the Lord. I was unskilled. I could not leave land without permission, and I labored in Lord's household or at work on his domain in return for use of land.
Awesome. All right, you want to tell us about how your manor is laid out?
This is our manor, and we have a protection wall around it because gotta keep ourselves safe. This is the manor house where Neil lived, and I lived in like a small section of it. And then we have the village with the peasants in their gardens.
He could become a lord, I don't quite know how though, and he only had to work 50 days a year unless it was wartime. And they started out at a young age as a page, and then they became a squire and had to teach the pages and serve with the knights.
I'm a priest. I live in a church. I teach, and then I pray like every morning and after church.
I'm a serf. We're the peasants of the land. We can't lawfully leave the place we were born, but we aren't slaves. Anything we produce through our labor is given to the Lord.
Okay, so that is my house. It's where the Lord lives. That is where the priest obviously spends most of his time. Then the serfs live in here.
Me and Dimitri are serfs. The definition of a serf is a peasant who worked the land and he had to pay the Lord. Most of their daily work was yard work, like gardening and...
I'm the nun in our manor, and our day is spent with the 3 main vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience. And nuns choose to spend their life working under the strict routine and discipline in the convent. And they spend several hours in prayer and meditation. Isn't here, but I'm the vassal, and someone take over for the nun. Basically, we just we're lesser than the Lord, and we just protect the Lord and do jobs for him in exchange for land.
And takes care of the financial work. Whatever he says is considered as good as the law. The Lord is in charge of inspecting the manor, and he's expected to pay taxes like everybody else. And he supplies the king with knights.
And this is our manor. This is where I work. My
serfs
church.
Check.
The serfs live in this little barn. So, I guess we'll start with the best of the best. I'm the Lord. Well, above me is the king, but
doesn't really play any part in our little area. So I'm the Lord, and because I'm so high up, I don't really have to do that much. So actually, a lot of the time, not only do they go do weapons practice, but I get to learn how to play a musical instrument. I could paint if I wanted to. So
Okay.
She lives here.
I live there in the pretty purple castle because I'm awesome.
Alright. The vassal. What was that word that you said?
Political debates, I have to assist them in court, or disputes, I have to assist them in court. I listen to whatever they say. I gather men for the army. I protect the villages. I could be a knight. What does it say? Oh yeah, I could become a lord. With training.
Not today.
With training.
Okay.
Alright, and I'm a member of the clergy, or a trusted member of nobility. And yeah, that was good.
She lives in the orange places.
But my house is better.
And I work more than she does.
I'm a priest. I mean, Japanese. All hail. I run masses. I pray a lot. I copy Latin books. Yep, I help make them handwritten copies.
I'm the knight. I protect the manor. I defend all these peasants right here. And that one right there, the Lord. And the church, you know, if anybody wants to read on church, not nice. And then I protect the nobility also. And I live right here. And then Tom's not here. Tom's the serf.
Our pyramid goes from the smallest is the least important, goes to the biggest. The first one is serfs. We usually peasants. We have to work on the Lord's manor at least 2 to 3 days a week to keep our land. Next is knights. They start training at a young age, born noble, and pledge their loyalty to the king.
I'm a vassal, and vassals are lesser lords. The base of the vassal is a manor house. They require the land or king to support himself and his retinue. Vassals become the lords of their lands, and vassals have long days of work. I'm a priest. The church pretty much controls people's everyday lives. Almost every manor had a priest. A priest is a clergyman of the Christian church. And to get money for the church, they collected donations that people had to pay to get the 7 sacraments.
The Lord's daily life started at dawn, and the first meal of the day was breakfast, and they did a lot of weapon practice. The time for that was dictated by the time the Lord retired, and Mass would be heard and prayers would be made. And I live in this castle.
And the vassal is here as the church.
I live in that